Hi, I'm Michael Walker. I'm the Managing Director of Reading Solutions UK. And last week we invited a number of senior leaders who use Reading Plus in their schools to have a discussion based around the challenges they've faced during lockdown and how they're going to move forward with their offer from September. Here's what we discussed.
It's all about logistics really, because a lot of the protocols that we put in place will need to remain in place, but you're bringing back all your children. So what you felt worked for you, now you've got to sort of double your numbers in our case and think, oh, well, actually, will it still work for the full community coming back? So for me, it's about logistics, I think, is the biggest challenge.
It's sort of the plug in the gaps, isn't it? And just making sure that the learning hadn't been lost really in those past couple of months, and just working as a staff, as we already do, but just working as a staff to identify those gaps and working as a team to best sort of meet the learning needs really.
And I think also a challenge is we don't know what's coming as well. So whilst we'll put the best plan in place, we don't know if there's a spike coming or if there's going to be a class, having to self-isolate in and out throughout the year. So it's again unknown territory. And in schools, you like to be prepared, don't you? So I think, we will be prepared because we've been through this situation, but it's also we're going into the unknown, aren't we? And, I echo all about the logistics plan and about keeping everybody safe, So it is a big challenge, for schools to overcome. And then obviously the curriculum, that's all you hear at the minute is recovery curriculum, And I think the most important thing for us, whilst the curriculum is going to be so important, the English and the maths, it's going to be the emotional well-being of our children, because we've seen about a third of our children now in both schools, but 2/3 we haven't seen them. We've spoken to them on the phone. So, we need to see how those children settle back into school. So emotional well-being is going to be, a big agenda player for all of our schools.
One of the things that I feel is that once children are returned to school, it's amazing how their resilience returns as well. And we have found that whilst we're prepared to support the mental health and well-being of these children, once they're back in school and they feel things are back to relatively normal for them, the resilience returns. And I feel encouraged by that, because I think that come September, we will be able to get on with the learning far more than perhaps we originally suspected we might have to. So yes, there'll be changes to the curriculum and we'll have to look at gaps and things. But in terms of that well-being, it will be there to support, but I don't envisage that we will perhaps need to do as much as we suspected if the children that have returned already are anything to go by, because they've demonstrated once they're in, they're great, they're fine, and that's been really encouraging.
We've kind of really taken the children's lead on that and actually found, wow, how resilient are our children, because they crave that structure and routine and they just want to learn and, like you say, be back with their friends. I think we've been obviously thinking about challenges to do with the well-being and kind of, we're happy with the way that they've entered back to school, but kind of if there is a second spike, we've been thinking, about that blended learning approach and what that looks like. Obviously, we've had kind of a lot of time to kind of adjust to that this half term and over the past few weeks, and how that works best.
We have a lot of children that live in high-rise flats. I can only imagine.
Everybody just wants to get back to the job of being a teacher, and the children just, yes, they were a bit nervous on the first day they came in, but then within 20 minutes, you could hear laughter in the corridors, you could hear lessons taking place. And it was just, this is what we do. This is when we're the happiest.